Among everything else about this movie, this might be the most bizarro world reunion for Gilmore Girls actors ever. Jess is in this movie, and his wife in this movie is played by the lady who played Dean's wife on Gilmore Girls. I forget the name of the character, forgive me. Interesting casting. I don't think they had any scenes together on that show, but they're both in this together in a lot of scenes. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raise Them Up with Grant, here with a quick out of the theater. It was pouring down rain, so I'm doing this here. A quick early out of the theater review for the film I Can Only Imagine 2. I Can Only Imagine 2 is the sequel to 2018? 19's, I believe, somewhere in there. Faith-based film I Can Only Imagine, the first one, which is based on the story of Mercy Me, the frontman Bart Millard. It's the continuing story of him, although his conflict is a little weaker this time. In the first film, he was dealing with an abusive drunk father, played by Dennis Quaid, who lost his life to cancer. We now jump ahead. He is now married to his beloved Shannon, and has a little boy at the beginning of the story, who has type 2 diabetes. But, he struggles to, get the kid his medicine, and, for some reason, inexplicably, him being a good father and trying to keep his son on his meds somehow is similar because he has to be tough on him to be a parent. It's somehow similar to him being beaten by his dad. That's kind of weird. Meanwhile, he has not written another hit song in a bit, but he soon finds his opportunity when he meets a new pal, a new opening act to his performance, and a new addition to the story. Tim Timmons, played quite memorably by Milo Ventimiglia, Jess from Gilmore Girls to you and I. And he's a happy-go-lucky comic relief who also seems to have a stronger hold on his faith, despite admittedly going through a lot harder struggles than dear old Bart this time. Can they, on tour with his son in tow, all get along and perform their music, or will these conflicts come to a head? It's the sequel that isn't really necessary, but for what it is, isn't bad. So, I Can Only Imagine 2. I saw the first film when it came out. I remembered very little about it. I kind of was reminded of it as the movie went on because there was flashbacks and remembrances, but I saw the first one. I remember liking it, more problems with it, but I liked it more than the average at the time. Faith-based movies, and I kind of say the same thing about I Can Only Imagine 2. This is, for as far as faith-based movies go, this is good. This is a good film. I'll take this over Unbreakable Boy any day. It is inspiring when it wants to be. The music generally, even though it's not my favorite kind of music, is well performed and will appeal to its audience. The cast generally is solid, especially Ventimiglia, who I think steals the movie and is quite, honestly, not only quite likable, but quite funny as Tim Timmons, who is, a real person. He gets some good lines and some genuine laughs out of him. He's a very likable presence. But therein lies kind of the conflict I have with I Can Only Imagine 2, and that's the Bart character has very little to still be a sad sack about. And that's kind of something that brings the movie down a little bit. Honestly, this movie should have been about Tim Timmons with Bart as the support. Because I feel like the Bart character, he's such a mope in this movie. And unlike the first film, he doesn't really have a reason to be such a sad sack. Like, in the first movie, his dad, into his adulthood, is actively beating the crap out of him. He has a good reason to be kind of a bummer. In this one, he makes his son sad when his son has to take his first shot and reacts like a 5-year-old would to getting a shot. And he takes that as, oh my god, I'm turning into my old man because my son got hurt because he had to get a shot so that he could get life-saving medicine. Why is this the conflict of the movie? Meanwhile, we find that Tim Timmons' conflicts are a lot deeper. I'm not going to say what they are, but they involve some good news coming at the same time as some pretty horrible news that counteracts the good news. And yet he's an optimist. He still keeps his faith and he still is, Jesus, bro, like, everything is great. And he should be the protagonist. His problems are a lot more conflict-filled than Bart's are. But overall, I still liked this movie, and I still think it earns its uplift, but I just feel like the protagonist's journey here was not worthy of him being the focus of this movie. The first movie, absolutely. But this movie, not really. All that being said, though, I overall did fall for the movie. It's uplifting. It's not a masterpiece or anything, but as far as faith-based movies go, it is a step in the right direction. Enough for me to give it a moderate thumbs up. This movie opens on February 20th, and it's pretty solid. So yeah, so I can only imagine 2. Those are my thoughts. My question is, have you seen I Can Only Imagine 2? And by the way, they missed an opportunity not calling it I Can Only Imagine TOO, because that would make more sense. Anyway, but that's just me. Anyway, but what did you think of I Can Only Imagine 2? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you planning to see it? Are you not planning to see it? Did you like my take? Did you not like my take? Comment below, let me know. We will be back tomorrow for a review of The Moment, starring Charlie XCX as Charlie XCX, as well as Monday for Scarlet and AMC Screen Unseen. Also, I'm going to try to see some more Oscar-nominated films that are not Best Picture. I've seen all those. Before the show, I'm going to try to check out If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, because that's the only acting nomination, in this case for Rose Byrne, I have not seen. And a couple of the documentaries. I want to try to check out Mr. Nobody Against Putin, maybe Come See Me in the Good Light, so we'll have reviews for those. Perfect Neighbor. Haven't seen any of the documentary nominees. But in next week and in a couple days in March, I will be reviewing the Oscar shorts in their respective categories as like standalone anthologies in themselves. So that's coming up, and in the meantime, like, subscribe, do all the things, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. Love you guys. Bye.